Thank you, family. I really appreciate the applause every time I come through. Make sure my bosoms ain't showing. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in to Free World TV. And as usual, I got a couple of clips for y'all to see. So I'm going to try to make this a little short because this is actually my second video I did today. So give me a second. And this is just me bringing to you guys because I know y'all tired of hearing me saying certain shit. So I want y'all to hear it from men's mouth. I just want y'all to understand it's not man hate. I don't hate men. I love men's bodies. I use men for their bodies in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, I just love to see young men waking up to the truth and having discernment about these grown, old ass, bitter men who have this disdain for women. So, this first clip I'm just gonna show y'all, and I'm only showing y'all this clip just to let y'all know that some of these dudes, they know, they understand. They get where the problem is coming from. Okay? So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that clip and then we're gonna talk about it, okay? Thank you. Let's get started.
I think it's hilarious that dudes are out here getting pissed off that women are not only playing the same exact game that men played on them for years and years and years, but they're doing it way fucking better than dudes ever could too. So much so that dudes have had to enter what they refer to as a soft boy era to try to end the game that they started.
That is very diabolical. I just don't understand how a lot of y'alls, especially the men that be taking offense to what the stuff I be saying, y'alls be the main ones who used to be a fuck boy. Y'all know exactly what women are talking about. Just because you ain't a fuck boy now and you ran out of options, you have no options. And because you ain't doing what you used to do, don't mean you didn't have an effect on how women are today. Y'alls are the reason why women are operating this way. This is out of trauma. Women cannot count on men to be there for them emotionally. Men are not safe for women. So, in order for us to feel safe and create our own peace, we must create distance between us and men. And men seem to take a lot of offense to women being single and not wanting men. But it's y'all's fault. Like I said before, y'all's run everything in this world. Everything in this world is ran by men, created by men. So y'all benefit. Even if you weren't the one that created, a man did. And so we go by these rules that men set, and we're all in this box of society's rules made by men. So some of y'all I just wish y'all get it. Look into it deeper. You know what I mean? So, like this fella said, he's one of the allies on women's side. So if we were to go to war with men, it was a war between women and men, he would be one that's on women's side. He would be an ally for us because he understands. He understands, and there's a lot of men who understand. And these same men who understand, they also used to be the fuck boys that women talk about. But it's just their past. And they're making up for that by putting other men in their place because men will only listen to men. Men don't like listening to women. Anything a woman say that is distasting to men, men take offense to it because men believe that she's a woman. She has no right to say that shit about men. Men take offense to that. Men can't fathom thinking that women are better. They can't fathom that thought. You know what I mean? Men automatically got this thought in their mind that they're better because they're men, because they have a dick. They're the boss because they have a dick. They run everything because they have a dick. Honey, that dick is easy. That dick will go in anything. You know what I mean? The dick is easily controlled. Why are men running shit when they can easily be controlled by pussy or ass? Because some of these men, they like butthole. You know what I mean? Why did women allow men to run shit when women are the one who birth these motherfuckers? Women, do you realize the power that you have? We got so much power. And I want y'all to think about this. I want y'all to really think about this. Women have so much power that if we really want to, as a collective, as a whole, if we wanted to, we could end humanity. Just by saying, no, motherfucker, you can't fuck me. I'm not giving you no kids. If all women just said, fuck it, I don't want kids anymore, we could end humanity. That's how powerful we are. But men, they're physically stronger than us. So it would eventually get to a point where men will start harming us for our bodies. And that is how they gained power over us. They start realizing that, oh, we're bigger and stronger than those creatures over there. We can just kill them and take over their queendom. And we can call it a kingdom. You know what I mean? So just realize the power you hold, ladies. We can end humanity if we want to. I've already started. I'm not having kids. It's up to y'all. Is y'all gonna follow suit? But anyway, I know that ain't true. But anyway, so that's the thing. That's the thing. So I hope y'all heard this man loud and clear. Women are the way they are because of men. As a whole, men have been treating women like we're not human. And as a result, this is the reaction. As a whole, this is the reaction from men treating women. No matter what the race is, this is just the reaction. And this is where this reaction is what causes men to hate women. But these same men who hate women for women just reacting to men's abuse and men's behaviors against women, because of them, they are the reason women are like this. And they don't even realize it. It's you, honey. It's y'all's. Y'all did it. Women are protecting themselves. Women are protecting themselves. So I have another clip that I got one more clip that I want y'all to see. And it's basically this young man, he's talking about the same thing. I just love, especially when the younger men are waking up. I love when the younger men are waking up and they have this discernment and they're calling it out. They're calling older men out. I love it. And we really, us as women, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. A lot of y'all can't stand women. Y'all think women are masculine. But I'm telling y'all, what this is what, before I play this clip, one thing I don't understand is these men, y'all will have a woman and y'all want this woman only for you. Y'all want this woman to treat every other man like shit except you. But when it comes to you and you want to talk to a random woman and she's treating you like shit, or she's telling you I got a man and she talking smart to you, y'all take offense. But that's how y'all want y'all woman to act to y'all. But when a woman who's not your woman treat you the way that you want your woman to treat every man, y'all take offense to that. Y'all can't handle that. I don't get it. Us as women, we don't owe every man submission. A man have to earn submission, and every woman has the ability to submit if the energy is there. If you can't make a woman submit, you just can't make a woman submit. I'm a woman who don't like to fucking cook and clean out of obligation. But if there was the right man that came through, every woman wants to cook for that man. Every woman wants to cater to her man. It's just you ain't the right one. If you ain't getting that side of a woman out, if you ain't getting that side of a woman, you're not him. You don't carry that energy that brings that version of her out. I don't understand. It's so many men who be thinking that women owes them respect or owes them submission. I grew up believing that. Any man I seen, I will always stand up straight, make sure I'm good because I was just raised to do that shit. Fuck no. These motherfuckers don't deserve your submission, deserve your respect. They better earn that shit. The fuck? But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and play the next clip.
Nobody ever really talks about how like older men will really push toxicity to like younger guys and also try and just like pollute their mind and their view on women. And that be really coming from a place of bitterness, scorn men. Them niggas be scorned. You know what I mean? And they be trying to pass on that toxicity and they scorned, obsessive, just frustration with whatever one or two women did them wrong so that they feel like every woman on earth is just fucked up. You know what I mean? And so they spend every waking moment talking shit about women. And then when you don't join in, they make it seem like you just ain't lived enough because you young. No, excuse the fuck out of me. I'm sorry I don't hate women. I don't hate women. I'm sorry. Like I have like wonderful things to say about women. I feel like women will be the best leaders of this nation. I feel like women could do anything. And now it don't make me a shout. Bitch, it make me real.
Okay. I just love it. That is one turn on when it comes to a man, is when a man can think for himself. When he ain't talking to gain other men's validation, he has a mind of his own. I love that about a man. I love that about a man. A man who has a mind of his own will eventually become a man that a bunch of other men look up to. And that's the man that most women want. Women, we don't want the man who's looking up to another man. We want the man that all the other men are looking up to. And it's ill. So I truly appreciate this young man for saying what he said because it's true. Believe it or not, there's a lot of men out here who make it their business. They make it their obligation to turn younger men's mind against women. They hate women so much, and it comes from fear and it comes from jealousy that they just want all women to hurt. They don't want no one woman to have a good man, so they try to brainwash these young men into believing that women are bad so these men can treat women through, like, I'm telling you, these men don't even care about their own daughters. They really trying to create this dynamic of men, or this community of men who really hate women, and they don't even know why they hate women. They just listening to a bitter ass old man, and because he's older and seem more wise, they believe he's telling the truth. They look up to this man. A lot of young men look up to fraud ass men. I see it every day. They be looking up to frauds. Whole time the man you looking up to is a fraud. But anyway, so, and this is where a lot of times the men hate women and women hate men. See, this is the difference between women who hate men and men who hate women. Women don't hate men. Women have these experiences with men, so what women do, we will distance ourselves from men. We will decenter them. Most of us grew up centering men around our lives, thinking that we were supposed to find a man in a lifetime, and that was the main goal. Women were viewed as valuable if they had a man. So we all try to, hopefully one day we find a man. You know, that's just how we grew up. So, and as we learn, as women grow and learn, we realize that it's more peaceful to be alone. We really don't need men like we thought we did. And this is where the men who hate women, it comes from the fact that women are not needing them anymore. It's making them feel less of a man, because a woman needing a man makes a man feel like a man. That's why these men always say, I'd rather take a poor bitch off the street than a bitch with a career and got money. Because men have control issues. Men, you can control that woman with your money. That woman will probably do whatever you say, however you say it, because she needs you. Men want women to need them. That is the only way the patriarchy is upholding itself, is because women are in this mental prison that men created, and these women feel like they need men. Your need for a man is keeping the patriarchy alive. Believe it or not. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. So women who hate men, they show their hate just by distancing themselves. I don't even think it's hate. See, like I said before, the truth always sounds like hate. Women just be speaking their truth, and when a man hear it, he feels like she hates him, because the shit that men do is that bad. Y'all hear us talk about it and y'all think we hate y'all, and it's not even hate towards y'all. It's just experiences that we had. So women hate, it's not hate. We show our hate, which is not hate, by distancing ourselves from men. Men show their hate for women by creating these communities trying to harm them. That's the difference. Men are dangerous. Men are a danger to society. You don't ever hear a woman wanting to, we're going to rape and kill these men. You don't never hear women saying no shit like that. But you hear men in these comments, you hear men say this shit all the time. Y'all hate women and y'all want to hurt us. Women hate men, so we just want to distance ourselves from them. That's the difference. And y'all be acting like y'all don't know that. Y'all know exactly what the fuck women be talking about. Y'all be the same men who be saying, I don't want no man around my motherfucking daughters. Y'all say this shit yourselves. Y'all try to protect y'all daughters from men because y'all know men. Y'all know yourselves. You know what I mean? So I have another clip that I want to show y'all.
Men are the fragile, sensitive, and submissive gender. Prove me wrong.
That's all he said. And I got one more clip to follow this one up. That's all he said. Okay, in this clip, this is a man speaking some truth. And the women who know. The women who know. So listen to this man.
Being a man is inherently submissive. And that is, I think, one of the reasons I love being a man so much is because I recognize how submissive it is. And I think my best friend, sent me an article about this the other day, about the submissiveness of being a man, about why men make good soldiers, right? But women are better leaders. Why men really are not meant to be in charge of shit. You know, I'm not meant to be in charge of shit. The high that I get when a woman tells me to do something, and then I do it well, I do it right.
Good boy.
And then I get congratulated for that, for doing something that a woman asked me to do. I feel complete. I feel good in that moment. Whether that's, can you open this jar? Can you open this bottle for me? Can you lift these? Can you carry these boxes for me? Can you help me move this shit into my apartment? Anytime I get to help a woman out, anytime I get to show a woman how strong I am, physically, while being in service to her, anytime I get to be in service as a man to a woman, and then I get congratulated, that's a submissive thing, right? It's yeah, I'm picking up these heavy boxes for you, because I'm I'm stronger than you, right? But I'm being submissive to you because I have this strength, right? That feels right. It feels good. Yeah, you want me to Yeah, okay, awesome. Or even in an intimate context, like getting that good boy after you've done something right from a woman, right? I'm like, this feels right. This is where I'm meant to be. I was talking about this with my friend yesterday. It's like the only time a man should ever really ever have any power over a woman is maybe sometimes in like a sexual context, consensual, obviously, but like if I'm eating a woman out, or I'm, in an intimate context with a woman, if a man is like being intimate with a woman, that is the only time where there should ever, I feel like, maybe be any kind of like an actual power dynamic there, where the man is in a position of power. Maybe. I don't, but I really think at the end of the day, men are meant to be submissive. We're not meant to be in charge of shit. And that's not to say that being submissive is weak. There is strength in being submissive. There is strength in being a good soldier. There is strength in doing something for women. There is strength in being of service to women, right? I mean, you look at other species, right? From bees to, I don't know, I'm not a biologist. Like, I'm not David Attenborough. I can't name off the top of my head, but like, men are not meant to be in charge. We're really not. I don't think we are happier when we're in charge than when we're in service to something else. Women, right? And I can smell the comments from a mile away. She's not gonna pick you, bro. Oh, she's not gonna fuck. Trust me, I have no issues getting laid. I'm not saying this because I'm trying to get laid. I'm saying this because it's the honest to God truth. And because I think the world would be a better place if more men woke up to that, to the knowledge that you're not giving anything up by taking a more submissive approach in life as a man. There is a lot of strength and a lot of power in that. And I think it's because that's the way it's meant to be. I don't know. Just my 2 cents.
The women who know this know this. Men are very submissive. Men love to submit to women, especially beautiful women, or especially women who are operating in that goddess power. Boy, a man loves to submit. I'm telling you, most of these men are pretending to be masculine. They're wearing this masculine costume for other men. They're looking for other men's validation because men don't accept people for who they are. Around men, you have to pretend. But a woman, I'm telling you, when I'm operating in my goddess power, when I know I'm the shit, I'm telling you, I was just on vacation and I tested this out. I went in public and I dressed a certain way. I carried myself a certain way, just to see the treatment I would get. And I went out in a bonnet, and and I was treated normally. Some people held the door open for me, and some people didn't, or whatever. But then one day I dressed up. I dressed it up like a goddess. Like I just had something going on. And the way I was treated by so many men, it was even a couple of times this day where I was going into a store. I'm literally like 100 feet away from the door, 50 feet away from the door. There is a man standing there holding it, waiting for me to come. And as I go through the door, there's a man, and I say, "Thank you." This man say, "You're welcome. You're welcome, ma'am." They bow down when you operating in that goddess power. When you walk like you own the shit. These men, they want to be in service for you. I'm telling you, most men, when I carry myself a certain way, any man that I come across, they submit. They want to be of service to me. Any man who put a lot of energy into resisting that feeling, that he feels like he wants to service a woman, he's probably gay. And not saying anything is wrong with that. But a man who always feels like he wants to humble a woman, that woman thinks she all that. That woman getting a little too much love, so I'm not going to show her no love. That's some weird shit. That man is jealous of women. A man who always, I'm telling you, it's an energy thing. If you don't know anything about energy, then I don't know what to tell you. But I know I carry a certain energy that make men yearn for me. That same energy also makes a lot of other men can't stand me, who wants to humble me, who wants to compete with me. I'm telling you, any man who goes out of his way to try to humble a woman, he probably likes dick. He probably don't realize it yet, or he probably already knows. His goal is to make fun of women, talk about women choices that they made. That some men will make fun of women who chose a bad man, and she really chose him out of love. And men will make fun of her for that because men love to see women hurt. Even with the Cardi B situation, there's men who are so happy that Stefan did what he did. But what men don't realize is I think Cardi already knew what kind of man Stefan was. You know what I mean? Cardi knows she's a goddess. And there's men who will still bow down to her. There's men that will still bow down to her every need who wants to be of service to her. But it's so many men. And not even that. I seen one guy, he said some Cardi B got pregnant and Cardi B was still married and she was with Stefan Diggs. The same motherfucking man that was praising Clarissa and Papoose for being together. But Papoose is still married. See, this is why I do not go back and forth with men. They don't argue or they don't say things for substance. They don't have their intent behind combating or going back and forth with a woman is to conquer that woman, is to piss that woman off, is to make that woman mad. It's fun for them. It makes their dick hard when they're arguing or trying to prove a woman wrong. A lot of men, they only say things just to get under women's skin. That's it. They don't argue to try to understand. They argue just to say, ha ha. Men are little boys. They're little boys in men's bodies. Mentally, men, spiritually, men got a lot of growing to do. Men don't even understand that. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But like I said, men are very submissive. Men love to submit to women. I'm telling you. And as a woman who can get a man to submit, I know how I'm perceived by a lot of people. I know it. I'm a goddess out in this bitch. And can't nobody tell me otherwise. Can't nobody tell me otherwise. I am a goddess. No man can say anything to me that's going to make me insecure or take my confidence away. Because, honey, I built this confidence. And there's this woman, Ori33. Shout out to you because this phrase is fire. You can't humble a motherfucker who didn't get their confidence from compliments. Shout out to Ori33 for that shit. She snapped when she said that. That's the phrase of 2026. You can't humble a motherfucker who didn't get their confidence from compliments. But anyway, ladies, you have the power. You just need the confidence. Once you get the confidence, you got to accept this shit first. First, in order to get the confidence and get the power, you just got to stop caring about what men think. I said this plenty of times before. Most women are held back. Most women are insecure because they care too much about male validation. They care too much about what men think about women. So these women, they operate in a certain way for male validation, for male attention, to gain a man's acceptance. I say this a lot of times. Men don't like women like that. They don't like women like that. They look for women like that because these are the type of women that will allow these men to do whatever they want and the woman just don't say shit. They will allow a man to cheat in peace and use you as a backup plan while he live his life in a relationship all his life. He's in a relationship, but he's still living the life that he wants to live. He's living single in a relationship. Those are the women. The reason why those the reason why men say they want those type of women, or those are good women, is because they need those women to do a bunch of free labor so that they can thrive in life, and so that they can go ahead and go on and find the real woman that they really want to be with. They can build their life up, use that woman's energy to build their life up, and then go find the love, and then go find the real love of their lives. I'm telling you. That's why I can't stand pick me bitches, because pick me bitches think that they're better than other women who aren't pick me's. They think they're better because they care so much about male validation. They think they're better. They think they're so much better that they will sabotage other women for men's acceptance. They're dangerous. They're dangerous. I hate pick me bitches. A bitch who put a man over everything, put a man over their kids. I don't like pick me bitches. They're dangerous. And the version of me that was a pick me in the past, I don't like that bitch. That bitch was dangerous. But anyway, this video went on a little longer than I expected. But y'all keep that shit in mind. Ladies, build your confidence up. Stop giving a fuck about what these men think. Build your confidence up and live how the fuck you want to live. Okay? But anyway, let's close it out with, thank you so much for tuning in to Free World TV. And as I always say, through every struggle, a statement is made. It's your girl Free. And I'm out. Peace.